No. Welcome. Let's go on a picnic this weekend. Now, you're all invited. Not yesterday, only 5 people said they would come. 3 of them wanted to come. The other 2 I forced to the picnic. So this is all of the class. But you need to find out what you're going to bring. You'll find this out by looking at what's right and what isn't right. Okay? So you're trying to find a pattern. And it shouldn't be easy. So let's talk about what you could bring, class. I'll tell you. This is a yes. And these are no's. If you wanted to, you could bring an apple. If you wanted to bring raisins, no. If you wanted to, you could bring an earring. If you said, I'd like to bring socks, I'd have to say, no, you can't come.
Ice cream.
That's exactly right. That's exactly what I was saying. Whoa! How did that happen? I better be careful. Was that you, Nan? Did you say ice cream, Nan? No, was it you? I better be careful what I'm thinking. Good morning, Vina.
Ice cream. Orange ต่อไปฝั่งนี้คือเป็นสลับ A I O U Orange
This was supposed to be hard. This was supposed to be orange. Okay.
Umbrella. Yes. Umbrella.
Tell me things you should not bring. Claire. And if you haven't gotten it, don't feel badly. Don't worry about it. We'll look at it. So these, what the rule is, say it again? Vowels. That's the rule. That's the trick today. It's just a trick. It's not a rule. I shouldn't say rule. It's not something we go by. This is just a game where you're trying to find the rule. And it also helps you see new words, hopefully. So these all are starting with vowels. A-E-I-O-U. So these start with vowels. Can you say vowel for me? Vowels. Vowels. It's almost like vowels. And these start, do you know this word?
Consonant.
Yes.
Consonant.
Consonants. I hope I'm spelling that right. Sometimes it looks funny. Consonants.
Yes. Right.
Consonants. So, yes, consonants. Consonants are things that are not A-E-I-O-U. So, tricky question. Okay, great. I'm glad. Good. That means that we can talk about it a little more. The rule is then. Consonant. I'm sorry. So,
Consonant.
did I spell it wrong?
No, it's correct. Consonant. C-O-N-S-U-N-A-T. O-N-A-T-S. N-A. N-T-S.
Is this better? Is black better than?
Yes.
Okay, all right. I'll try to use this. If I forget, please let me know. So these are words starting with vowels. You guys are too smart. You caught it right away. Vowels. Ba. So I actually put my vowels. You got it. Let me, what did I do here? Okay, we got to carry on. That was supposed to take a long time, but no, I've got smart students. So yesterday, we did a little bit of pronunciation work. Mango sticky fries. Where is that? Here it is. I'm sorry I didn't wear the right color today. Oh, I did! I did. That was a fluke. Fluke means it just happened. So, soup. Soup, would you say this word? Not this word. Red. Red. Jenny, would you say this word? Ran. Would you tell me your name again? Sue again. Sue. We have lots.
Call me Susie.
Say is fine. And again, those of you who don't have a name tag, eventually, if you would just make yourself a name tag, that's great. So, ran. Sue, what's this word?
Race.
Sue. Would you say this, please? Race. Caught. Coat. Not caught, coat. Would you read this? Now would you read the next one, please? Thank you. Lee.
The red rooster ran.
Well said. On your knee. The red rooster. Well said. And look, he's going to run a race. Here he goes. Now, because of yesterday, I kind of got an idea that maybe we should do a couple more of these, not just the R sound. So I had fun last night and made some new ones. So this is choo-choo, a choo-choo train, choo-choo, choo, and like and oh shoot, my battery, excuse me, just a minute. See if my battery's getting low, I'm going to change it, but let me, okay, I know that computer, just a second. Okay, raise your hand if you would love to say these two words. Yes, ayeri. So, can you see those two words? And? Would you say, I'm sorry, I didn't hear you. Would you say it again?
Chop and chop.
Great. So, there's a slight difference, huh? So let's try the first one together. Thank you so much. Well, I don't think it'll fit. Oh yes, it'll fit. Hooray. Careful. Just twist it. There you go. Thank you so much. So, chop, 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 and shop. Shop, 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 shop. Chop, chop, shop. Chin, 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 and shin, shin, shin. Do you ever get shin splints? That's what we call it when it really hurts right here. Shin splints. Shin splints. Shin, 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 and shin. Sheep, 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 and then sheep means not much money. I didn't know how to do that. Sheep, 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 sheep. So, let's see. Nan, would you do this for me, please? Sheep, sheep. Thank you. So sheep, yes.
So if you pronounce like that, I know. But in the sentence, sometimes I don't know which one.
Sure.
It's really difficult.
Yes, it would be. So the sheep were in the field. I find that the food, the street food in Bangkok is very cheap. But I understand what you're saying. They're sharing the umbrella. So, Ginny, could you say this for me, please? Yes, and? Share. 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 And chip, 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 and ship. So this is, I know sometimes there's a little piece out that's been chipped. It's a chip. I also, do you call potato chips? Do you?
Yeah.
I wasn't certain about that. So, chip, ship, and ship. Oh no! Shell, shoe, shot, shy, shoot. Yes. Shell, shoe, shot, shy, shoot. Now it's at the end. I bet it's no problem for you. Dash, fish, bush, fish, cash. How about these words? Do you understand what they mean? Anyone want some explanation on any of them? Dash? Okay, a dash can mean a couple of things. What were you going to say, Ayuni? Okay, thank you. Yes, I know what she's saying. So if, when you write something and you make this mark, that mark is called a dash. Or a hyphen. Hyphen or a dash. But you can use that as a verb. I dashed off because I was late. I dashed. That means you went quickly. I dashed. Rushed. Dash means you went somewhere quickly. I dashed off. Cash? Money, yeah. Money that you have. Pardon me? Bush or bush? Bush. 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 Yes, ma'am. That's right. What does bush mean? A bush is a small tree. A small tree. It's really, no, that's wrong. That's not a good way of saying it. It's really not a small tree. It's a frog. Yeah. Excuse me. Here we go. Yeah, small tree isn't right. Excuse me. Bush. Oh, not President Bush. He was the name of a president. Or, here we go.
Yes, bush. Yes, bush.
A bush. Dash, wish, bush, fish, hash. It's not over.
ไม่ได้ใช้เน็ตไม่ต้องใช้เน็ตมีแบบฟรีอันไหนต้องใช้เน็ต
Chat, chat, chunky, chubby, chubby, cheese, cherry, chime, chime. Let's do it again. Chat, chunky, chubby, cheese, cherry, chime. Good. Now, there's two words here that mean almost the same thing. Do you know what they are? Okay, chunky and chubby are about the same thing. Usually bulky, kind of thick. Not necessarily a person. Chunky means it's, hi, welcome. Glad you're here. Chubby means kind of a little bit fat. And usually we say chubby more about people. They're a little bit fat. Just a little bit, in a nice way. Chunky can be most of anything. It could be a person who's a little bit fat. Or like, if this were just about this tall, it'd be kind of chunky. Yeah, short and wide. Short and wide. Perfect. Thank you. Short and wide. Chunky. I used to make a special dish for my daughters. They loved it. We called it chunky noodles because the noodles were short and really thick. No one else liked it. It was only my family, but the noodles were chunky noodles, short and really thick or wide. You could really put your mouth in them, teeth in it. Do you know about chat? Talk, yes. It's usually a short talk. I had a short talk. Also, chat in the United States, you probably never need to know this, are little rocks. Little tiny rocks, and a lot of them. So, if you have a garden area and you don't want to plant it with grass, you might put a lot of chat there, little tiny rocks. Chat and gravel are about the same thing, tiny rocks. Yes, but you guys don't eat much cheese, do you?
No.
And you know what a cherry is? I'm looking forward to having your lychee cherry soon. Chime? Bing! Pardon me, you probably have no idea what I'm doing when I go bing, bing, bing to you. It's like a sound, like a bell. Bing, bing. Or, here's another way, a crazy idiom. Sometimes we might say, chime in. That means, tell us more. Hey, Melly, chime in. Talk some more. So, chime can mean that too. Rarely do we say that, but sometimes people say, Jenny, please chime in. And that would mean me welcoming you to talk more. Chime. But usually it means a ringing sound. Hey Melanie, welcome. Glad you're here. Oh, yes ma'am.
Chime, it means talk more.
No. Well, if I said it to you, it would kind of mean like join us in talking. Ring in. Chime in.
Say something.
Say something. Chime in. Let's hear what you have to say. It doesn't necessarily mean talk more. It just means please join in and say something. Which could mean talk more, not necessarily. I haven't heard anyone say that in a long time. Lee, you know what time it is? Break time. Lee loves breaks, that's all I'm saying. So we're going to take All because of Lee. It's all about Lee. No, not really. Let's take a 5-minute break and come right back. Don't go to Cambodia. Come right back. At home? Yes. Okay, either way is fine with me. If you want to do some at home, that's great. In addition to what you do here, great, I would love to read. 5-minute break. Yes, ma'am. Intonation. That's how you spell it. I can't see very well. Let's see if this is the same thing.
บางอย่างมันต้องใช้เน็ตบางทีเห็นบอกว่าฟรีด้วยใช่ไหม
Oops, I'm sorry.
โอ้ตัวนั้นต้องฟรี Really only two things. Very bright. Like even a light. Very bright. ที่เบสตัวแล้วใช้
Very smart. I'm so glad you asked me these things. There it is. Okay, there you go. Never mind.
Teacher, for your word traveling can be used in some traveling cycle. Excuse me. Champion.
You want to use the word champion in one of our conversations? Is that what you're saying? No. What are you asking me about champion? I'm sorry. It's this word, right? Oh, chimp. Chime in. Oh, you want to hear it. Okay. I'll try to use it more. Yes, please chime in. Yes, please participate. But you usually only do that in terms of talking. Not if we were playing tennis and there was someone over there not playing, we wouldn't say please chime in. It's usually just in terms of talking. Thank you so much. I'm trying today. I'm really trying. Yes. You mean you want another one? Or which And I think oh, you wrote it in my journal, in the journal. That you wrote it. I will, okay? Make sure I do it for you. Pardon me? I did. Yes. I'll give it back to you a little bit later. Okay, thank you. Okay, ladies and gentlemen. So let's look at this one. Oops, I need to make it a little bigger. Oops. So I believe this is our last one. Toy, could you help us by saying, do you feel comfortable reading this? Okay, let's listen to Toy for a few minutes.
Cash, bash, bish, fish, shirt.
Well done. Let's do that together, folks. Cash, bash, beach, peach, church. Church has a verb to that, doesn't it? One more time. Cash, bash, beach, peach, church. Any concern about any of those words? If I were at home, I might make a batch of cookies. A bunch of them, a group, a batch. You know about this fruit, but in the United States, sometimes we say, that coat, he is just a peach of a guy. That means he's really great. If you say someone is just a peach of a guy, or just a peach of a woman or a girl, that means that person is super. Just a peach. Now, I would never walk up to my employer. I would never walk up to my employer or my pastor and say, you're a peach. That wouldn't be appropriate. But I might say that if I were talking to someone else like a friend. Or if I were talking to John and talking about one of you, I'd say, he's just a peach. That means you really like a great human being. A peach. And you know church. Not a lot of churches in Bangkok, right? Not many churches. Catholic church, that's right, Catholic church. And I went to a Catholic church Sunday, it was beautiful. Whoa! Close to Robinson's department store. Beautiful Catholic church. I am not a Catholic, but they let me go. I have a challenge. We've been reading this book. Yes. I have a challenge for you. Look. Now, something happened. This sentence has been all mixed up. What happened? Can you put these in correct order? I'd like you to think about it, even write it down. Use every word, but put it in the right order. Rearrange it so that it makes sense.
And faster.
Oh, let's see if that works. This is what Toy says, and we will give her.
and the must her.
Does that work?
Yes.
Is that proper English? It is. It is. Very well done. Did she use every single word?